Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today, and I wanted to follow up from my previous video that I posted the other day. I've already had a lot of good feedback and people wanting to follow up in their personal sessions regarding this topic of manifesting and of aligning your energy to what it is that you're wanting to see in your life. And of course, if you would like your own session, then all the details are in the description for that. And I am still offering the buy two, get your third one free until the end of this month. So you've got until the 31st of August to take advantage of that. The offer after that will still be a discounted offer, but it will be, I believe, 25% off a 4-session bundle. So if you wanted to take advantage of the 33% off 3-bundle offer, then please find the details below. So anyway, in the last video, I was talking about the affirmation, everything is always working out for me, as a starting point for people who are feeling extremely overwhelmed. And it's understandable that people are overwhelmed, especially during this very trying time. But what we must understand also is that we are not by default, or we are not what I'm trying to say here, we don't have to fall victim basically to the energy surrounding us. If we are not aware of what we are doing, then yes, the default kind of sets itself to everyone else's frequency, which is not very pleasant at the moment. But when we are aware of our conscious thoughts, our energy, and where we would prefer to be, then we are in charge of that. And we can ask for spiritual help from the divine, from God, from the angels, whomever that you believe in. If you want help, ask and they will provide. I have seen countless instances in my life where I've asked for help and they have given, even if it is at a time crunch. And whether that's financially or emotionally or in relationships or, whatever that may be, you just need to ask. And you will start to feel relief and also see that things can and will be different. And I've seen, not just in my life, but in so many of my clients' lives. I mean, despite the difficulties that we are going through, I have clients right now that I've spoken to in the past few days who have manifested new jobs for themselves, earning twice, if not triple, the amount that they were earning before, manifesting job interviews, manifesting just a random check arriving in the post, a tax rebate that was unexpected, things like that. And despite how people may feel during this time, it is definitely possible, because I've seen it for myself and I've seen it for my clients. So it's not an elusive thing that only a few lucky of you get to have. Nobody, and this is what I've been telling a lot of my new clients, because this is something that they needed to understand, and I'll tell you now if you don't already know this, but I guess it's a good reminder if you do. Nobody is more special than anybody else. We energetically are all being given equal chances. We may not have been equal at the start, starting out. Some people may have had more money in their family than others. Some people may have been born into a wealthier household than others. But spiritually and energetically, we are all at an equal starting point. Yes, we may have had a ton of beliefs inserted into our way of thinking. And this could have been because our parents or guardians or teachers or people we looked up to when we were younger have put this in our belief systems. But what we need to do, we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to make this life the best one yet, to uncreate all of those old beliefs and to create the ones that you want to have. And it gives me so much joy to see the progress that my clients have made when we've had one-to-one sessions, that you have made when something amazing has happened and you post that in the comments, you know, the meditation video. And by the way, I wasn't aware that there were so many ads in the meditation videos. I'm sorry about that, but I have manually had to go in and remove them. The mid ads that are so distracting, I was not aware at all. YouTube doesn't tell you this. They just went ahead and placed a ton of ads in my meditation, which of course is not the point. That is so distracting, and I totally get why people were getting frustrated. I've gone and removed those, by the way. But yeah, they've seen instant results sometimes, which is just, to me, also very affirming of these changes are very, very possible. And we all have the right to tap into that, to have a piece of that pie, to really take advantage of our energetic abilities. We all have it. I have clients who tell me time and time again, the more readings they have or coaching sessions they have with me, the more sensitive they become to energies. And that can be a good or a bad thing. Sometimes it makes you more attached to the energy of your person, which some people do need for comfort at times. And I do get that, although I no longer have that need. I know in the beginning of my journey, I needed that reassurance. I needed to know that my person was still thinking of me, and feeling that really gave me comfort. But, you know, as you become more sensitive, feeling other people's energies is also going to grow. So it, you know, is also important that you learn how to maintain and keep those energies in check so that they don't overrun your life with other people just projecting onto you what they are wanting. So another thing that I wanted to mention is that when I was younger and I was first learning about being able to manifest, and that is a gift that everybody has, we just aren't aware of it. It's nothing that they teach you. Unfortunately, they should, because it's such a great thing to have, to know that you are not just living by default, that you are not just victim to this world going down the toilet, that you are in charge and you are able to get yourself out. You are able to rise up like the phoenix. And no matter what starting point in life you had physically, whether you were born rich or poor, that you can make yourself a success. And I've heard from people, and I've seen it myself, that when you are actually born not so wealthy, and you do make a success, a financial success of yourself, it is so rewarding. So rewarding, because you see a day and night difference. And the power that you can feel from yourself is truly amazing. And to tap into that spark that the divine has given you, to be able to do this, it is truly rewarding. But I also remembered reading something when I was first researching this ability early on. And it said something about your ability to create the life of your dreams is also linked in with spiritual growth. And this is years and years and years ago now, probably more than 10 years. And I remember questioning initially. I thought, well, is that necessary? Do I have to go on a spiritual path? And do I have to go through all the spiritual growth and challenges that brings along with it? But as you all know, on this twin flame path, the one that we've chosen as our spiritual path in order to ascend in this life, it goes hand in hand. And for some people, it may not. For some people, they'll just go through this life alone, or seemingly alone, which is an illusion really, because we're all connected and all one. But they work better as lone wolves. But we, on our spiritual journey, have made the decision with our special person that we would rather manifest together. And what you must know is that you are always manifesting together. When your spirits are linked and one, and your hearts are connected, and your dreams are interlinked, you are always manifesting together. So the spiritual path and the manifesting path really is connected. And it's something that I only saw through practice. Because when I was reading it in theory, I thought, is that really necessary? Can I just not have what I want? But the beauty with having what you want is linking it to your soul's growth. Because despite what other people may try and teach, I know there's many channels seemingly popping up on YouTube about get what you want right now and things like that, which is great. But for those on this specific path, we know that we want everything to be linked, the spiritual as well as the physical. We don't want to just be thinking we're just along for the ride in this life and then after this, nothing. This is just one chapter. This life is just one facet of many that we will experience. And we have set certain goals for this one. And yes, getting what you want is wonderful, but your spiritual growth is linked with that. And also another thing I wanted to mention is, because so many people are kind of, panicking and just exhausted at the moment and thinking there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Years ago, before this even happened, I saw a video. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it said something along the lines of, in times of recession, there are those that fail, which is the majority, and there are those that can still succeed. And then in that moment, I made the decision to be one of the ones that will succeed. And yes, this time we are facing that kind of difficulty. But you can still make the choice to be a success right now and see that flourishing in your life. So I hope that this has helped you. If you would like a tailor-made session to your needs, whether that's a reading, a healing, or a coaching session to even just help you, get the tools that you need to do things yourself without necessarily getting an intuitive reading about things. All the details are in the description. I'm also doing buy two get one free on channeled and love messages. They're basically the same thing, but sometimes people like letters about their loved ones, to give them love letters, or sometimes they just want a letter from anyone really, a boss in work that seems to be not playing ball and not being fair on them, So yeah, all those details will be in the description, and I thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.